This is homework for 9/29/15. Remember not just to watch the video, but to listen. There may be some things that I ask you to write down that you won't hear if you don't actually listen to the video. I'll try to make the video quick so I'm not wasting any of your time. Okay, and remember that if you haven't actually done this, turn the video off and try it on your own. You're not going to learn anything from just copying. A. In what ways is this situation like the race between Henri and Emile? In what ways is it different? In what ways it's the same, I said it's the same because somebody has a head start, in this case Tara. I also said that somebody, in this case Ingrid, walks faster, just like in the situation with Henri and Emile. In what ways is it different? I think it's different because this isn't a race. They're on their way to school. And the meeting point isn't the end of the race. It's just the spot where they meet because, again, they're on their way to school. Okay, B. After how many minutes does Ingrid catch up with Tara? This is a really, really easy question. And I do want you to draw an arrow to where Tara and Ingrid are meeting. And you can see if you look at this that it's asking you how many minutes. So they meet here, that's where the lines intersect. You go down here and it says 4 minutes, and that's the answer to the question. C. How far from Tara's house does Ingrid catch up with Tara? Does Ingrid catch up with Tara? Well, you're looking at the exact same spot as you did before, but this time you're not looking at how long it takes them to catch up and be together. You're looking at how far from Tara's house. And so it says, how far from Tara's house does Ingrid catch up with Tara? Well, she's 1,000 feet. She started at 0, and now she's at 1,000 feet. That's where they meet. So the answer is 1,000 feet. D, each graph intersects the distance, the y-axis. What information do these points of intersection give about the situation? The first thing I want you to do is draw arrows to the y-axis and where the lines are touching the y-axis. Okay, here's what that means. This means where Tara and Ingrid intersect the y-axis, but what it means about the situation, because that's a little different, is it means about the situation, those 2 points represent how far from each other they are when they leave for school. So it's not a race, so they're not like starting a race, they're starting to leave for school. And when they left for school, this is how far they were from each other. Okay, E, what line is steeper? How can you tell from the graph? How is the steepness of each line related to the rate at which each person travels? I said the steeper line is Ingrid's, and it has to be Ingrid's because if her line wasn't steeper, she would never ever catch up with Tara. That means that Ingrid is walking faster, because if Ingrid wasn't walking faster, she would never ever catch up with Tara. She has to walk faster in order to catch up with Tara, who starts at 500. So her rate is faster. Then I also want to show you, and I want you to draw this on the graph, how you can use a slope triangle. This is a slope triangle right here that I drew in purple, and I want you to draw a slope triangle. Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm not going to make you do that because you can't write in your math book, and you don't have a copy of this, so that's fine. But just watch, please. So the slope triangle tells me that the rise or the change in y is 250, and the run or the change in x is 1 minute. And if you do 250 divided by 1, the constant rate of change for Ingrid is 250. That's 250 feet per second. If you do a slope triangle for Tara, who is walking slower, the rise is 250, just like it was on Tara's, but on Ingrid's, I mean. But the run is 2, because it goes from 0, 1, 2. And if you do 250 divided by 2, the rise divided by the run, you're going to get 125. That means that Tara is only walking 125 feet per second. I want you to put both Ingrid's rate and Tara's rate on your paper, and I want you to make sure they're labeled. So it says Ingrid's 250 feet per second, Tara's 125 feet per second. And now you're on question F. What do you think the graphs would look like if we extended them to show distance and time after they met? I actually did that since I could write on the paper. Here's what they would look like. So after they met, unless they slowed down, and in real life they'd probably slow down because they'd probably want to walk together at that point. Or maybe they hate each other, maybe they wouldn't slow down, I don't know. But, so Tara's line would start to fall underneath Ingrid's line because Ingrid walks faster because she's walking at 250 meters per second. She's only walking at 125 meters per second. So I said Ingrid's line will go past Tara's. All right, you're done. That was a 6-minute video, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.